Alright, like I said I would, I'm back to play Gerald's Game. Alright, let's have some fun, shall we? The book jumps right into it with Jessie already handcuffed to the bed with all these negative feelings racing through her head about her husband Gerald, who won't uncuff her. The movie doesn't start off that quickly. It eases into it with Gerald and Jessie on their way to their vacation home and seemingly happy at first. Then there's the stray dog, which comes in almost as immediately as the book starts the story. In the book, the stray dog comes in a little later. We'll get to that. Just as we are getting to the game in the bedroom. In the movie, both Gerald and Jessie are afforded a lot more modesty than they are in the book, with underclothes and a nightgown. Without going into the gory details, not so much in the book, I'll just leave it right there. Then there is when things get really bad. When Gerald has the heart attack while Jessie's still handcuffed. In the book, it is due to poor health. He's overweight and a chain smoker, and it is just finished off with a kick to the groin from Jessie with both feet. In the movie, his heart attack is brought on by an accidental overdose of Viagra. And then the nightmare begins just the same. The dog breaks in and starts to consume what's left of Gerald. And then Jessie is all alone in the dark with her thoughts and her memories. And in the movie, they make it look like imagined conversations between herself and the real Gerald, who she never confronted. And also a more self-assured version of herself, who in the book is more, it's not herself. It's an old college roommate who possessed that confidence that she always wanted. Another thing the book and the movie really do have in common is the Moonlight Man visiting at night with his satchel full of jewelry and animal bones. There's also the seemingly long-awaited confrontation with her memory of being an incest victim, which kind of, as you'll see as the story progresses, leads to every version of every chain of events. Every step taken by Jessie to survive is the same in the book and the movie. She finds the glass of water. She makes herself a drinking straw out of a price tag. And then the gory process to free herself by self-degloving, which is probably even more of a graphic here goes nothing moment than in any of the Saw movies, because the exposed bones and ligaments and veins and muscles in her wrist and hand are almost perfectly anatomically correct. It's like excellent special effects right there. Then she gets out of bed, and just before she leaves the house, also in the book and the movie, is when she gives her wedding ring to the Moonlight Man, which kind of made me think of Greek mythology. How when one of our heroes wants to go to the underworld, he has to pay the boatman on the river Styx. And then of course, she escapes and crashes her car. Then, this is where the book and the movie start to separate a little. The book paces through Jessie's entire afterward, detailing her visit with Gerald's old co-workers and them doing what they can to spin doctor a cleaner story about his death. Her recovery and physical therapy. Everything she does to adjust to her life afterward. The movie kind of speed demons through it in a frame-by-frame way, right up to when she discovers that her Moonlight Man was a real person, not just a hallucination. And she does her homework on him, and the details about this Moonlight Man between the book and the movie are not watered down at all. He is one twisted big guy. And it's all the same right up to the final face-to-face confrontation with him in the courtroom. In the book, she spits in his face. In the movie, she just envisions her father's face and Gerald's face on him as she sort of sees how she's being finally facing her fears and liberating herself from the literal and metaphorical handcuffs. And without too many spoilers, I hope, we see how Gerald's Game can be won. Alright. Stay tuned for next week. I'm really going to need my rest for this one. It's going to be a doozy because the book is freaking huge. And the movie it was redone twice. On TV and in the movies. I'm talking about it. I'll be back next week to talk about it. I'm looking forward to it. But due to the sheer size of it in book and movie form, this is going to take a while. So I'm going to spend the whole week getting ready for it, and I am really excited about it. I hope you are too. I will see you next weekend for it.